Hey, welcome back to my channel. We are on lesson 124, Course in Miracles workbook. Let me remember I am one with God. Today we will again give thanks for our identity in God. Our home is safe, protection guaranteed in all we do, power and strength available to us in all our undertakings. We can fail in nothing. Jesus is basically saying, you have more protection. You have nothing to fear once you let the miracle in of knowing who you are, becoming aware of who your creator is, and that you don't ever have to fear anything anymore. That's a lottery ticket for sure. Everything we touch takes on a shining light that blesses and that heals. At one with God and with the universe, we go our way rejoicing, with the thought that God himself goes everywhere with us. How holy are our minds, and everything we see reflects the holiness within the mind at one with God and with itself. How easily do errors disappear and death give place to everlasting life. Our shining footprints point the way to truth, for God is our companion as we walk the world a little while. And those who come to follow us will recognize the way, because the light we carry stays behind, yet still remains with us as we walk on. Boy, I'm just having this beautiful visualization of just kind of remaining in your auric field of gold and light. What we receive is our eternal gift to those who follow after, and to those who went before or stayed with us a while. And God, who loves us with the equal love in which we were created, smiles on us and offers us the happiness we gave. Today we will not doubt his love for us, nor question his protection and his care. No meaningless anxieties can come between our faith and our awareness of his presence. We are one with him today. In recognition and remembrance, we feel him in our hearts. Our minds contain his thoughts. Our eyes behold his loveliness in all we look upon. Today we see only the loving and the lovable. We see it in appearances of pain, and pain gives way to peace. We see it in the frantic, in the sad and the distressed, the lonely and afraid, who are restored to the tranquility and peace of mind in which they were created. And we see it in the dying and the dead as well, restoring them to life. All this we see because we saw it first within ourselves. I was saying before, when I just recently went through a pretty deep forgiveness I didn't even realize I needed to go through. Or that I was even holding on to this, what felt like, once it was released, looking back, it was like kind of black rock. But when I was in it and I was carrying that wound, I didn't even realize what it was. And as soon as I realized, well, first off, it was like I was ready to let it go. And I just let it go. And that was the holy instant. There was the miracle. And like I said, it's not like, okay, fine, I'll just give in and I'll sacrifice my pride and just say, I'm not going to be mad at you anymore. That is not forgiveness. When it is released within you, you are not looking at the other person as somebody won and somebody lost. In fact, you're looking at the entire transaction as everybody wins, because when you are healed within, you see others as healed. No matter if they've changed or they've, taken a new leaf, whatever, or they haven't changed at all, it doesn't matter. When you heal within yourself, you see others as healed. I can't even put it into words. It is an experience. It is a feeling. And once you release it, you will feel not only just a lifting up of something that was bogging you down, you probably didn't even realize was weighing you down, but you just look at the other party, the person, the entity, the situation, the addiction, the mistake, the whatever, and you're not angry with it anymore. There's a lot of people that came out of recovery, that are in recovery, that are talking about their past and their addictions, and when they were embroiled in it, they were pissed off with their problem. They were angry. They were angry at themselves. They were angry at the drug, at the bottle, at the vodka, at the friends that were still engaged. I mean, they were just angry at life, probably. But once you heal, you don't look at that addiction of the past with anger. You actually, you look at it with like a blessing in a way. That's what it is. It's a blessing, because nothing was lost. There was no way you could have gotten to this place. And maybe you had decided before you came here, this is what I'm going to have to go through to truly understand suffering and what it feels, and the healing process from that. And then in turn, maybe help others get through their suffering to heal. Who knows, but that is it. People that are truly healed don't look at their problems of the past or their addictions or the ones that really gave them a hard time, exes of any sort, ex-bosses, boyfriends, girlfriends, lovers, husbands, wives, whatever, ex-mother-in-laws. When you heal, they're no longer enemies. Even if they're not healed, you see them differently. You see them the way you're meant to see them. The way they're meant to see themselves. Unfortunately, they may not be there on their timeline yet, but that doesn't have to be your problem. I'm going to repeat that. All this we see because we saw it first within ourselves. No miracle can ever be denied to those who know that they are one with God. No thought of theirs but has the power to heal all forms of suffering in anyone in times gone by and times as yet to come, as easily as in the ones who walk beside them now. Their thoughts are timeless and apart from distance as apart from time. The page I was reading off of is page 222. I love those numbers. Whenever I see, I'm a big numbers person. You probably are too if you're interested in this stuff. And in the healing journey, I mean, numbers tend to like creep into our lives when we decide we want to know more. We want to get to some truth. We want to get to the bottom of it. All of a sudden, numbers start showing up. You're like, what? 222 always, I don't know why. And maybe it was a Google search I did on angel numbers, that everything's going to be fine. And usually when I see 222, it's right at the moment where I was probably pondering over a problem, going, oh my gosh, how am I going to get through this? Or oh, I don't want to think about that, and this just happened, and then boom, 222, everything's going to be fine. That was the angelic ground saying, don't worry, everything's going to be fine. And everything is always fine. Everything is always fine. Everything's always fine. God is telling us everything is always fine. It could be more fine, more of the time when you make the effort to undo the mind, unlearn what we thought we knew on how to process information and the things that we perceive, and to change our lens. Their thoughts are timeless and apart from distance as apart from time. I already read that. We join in this awareness as we say that we are one with God. For in these words, we say as well that we are saved and healed, that we can save and heal accordingly. We have accepted and we now would give, for we would keep the gifts our Father gave. Today we would experience ourselves at one with Him, so that the world may share our recognition of reality. In our experience, the world is freed. As we deny our separation from our Father, it is healed along with us. We have to deny that the separation exists from our Father, from God. There's no separation from all of us connected to the divine, to the Holy One. Peace be to you today. Secure your peace by practicing awareness you are one with your Creator, as He is with you. Sometime today, whenever it seems best, devote a half an hour to the thought that you are one with God. This is our first attempt at an extended period for which we give no rules nor special words to guide your meditation. We will trust God's voice to speak as He sees fit today. Certain He will not fail. Abide with Him this half an hour. He will do the rest. Just feels like so comforting to know that you are not alone in this work, on this journey. You're not meant to feel alone, because you're not. Take one step, God will take 1,000 for you, even more. Your benefit will not be less if you believe that nothing happens. You may not be ready to accept the gain today, yet sometime, somewhere, it will come to you. Nor will you fail to recognize it when it dawns with certainty upon your mind. This half an hour will be framed in gold, with every minute like a diamond set around the mirror that this exercise will offer you. And you will see Christ's face upon it in reflection of your own. Ooh, that just felt my heart like open. Perhaps today, perhaps tomorrow, you will see your own transfiguration in the glass. This holy half an hour will hold out to you to look upon yourself. When you are ready, you will find it there within your mind and waiting to be found. You will remember then the thought to which you gave this half an hour. Thankfully aware, no time was ever better spent. Perhaps today, perhaps tomorrow, you will look into this glass and understand the sinless light you see belongs to you. The loveliness you look on is your own. Count this half hour as your gift to God, in certainty that His return will be a sense of love you cannot understand. I am feeling this all over right now, like I want to burst into tears. Especially when it says, you will look into this glass as I'm looking at myself in this screen and understand the sinless light you see belongs to you. The loveliness you look on is your own. as I'm looking at myself right now, and it's just like, I too have to come to this acceptance that I am well and sinless with all the stupid shit that I've done in my life, and the judgments and the jealousy and the chitter chatter, maybe a little bit of gossip and a little bit of greed here, and just some anger and sprinkled with, with criticism. Sorry. God. Oh my gosh, what's happening? What's happening? Anyways. Count this half hour as your gift to God in certainty that his return will be a sense of love you cannot understand, a joy too deep for you to comprehend, a sight too holy for the body's eyes to see. And yet you can be sure someday, perhaps today, perhaps tomorrow, you will understand and comprehend and see. Add further jewels to the golden frame that holds the mirror offered you today by hourly repeating to yourself, let me remember I am one with God, at one with all my brothers and myself, in everlasting holiness and peace. Close your eyes. Let's take that in. Take a deep breath in and out. Let me repeat. Let me remember I am one with God, at one with all my brothers and myself, in everlasting holiness and peace. Lesson 124. Let me remember I am one with God. Oh, I am covered in chills. What? That was powerful. Thank you so much for joining me today. Till tomorrow's lesson, I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. And I love you. Take care.